we're done with Valencia, and our next city is a beautiful city, and
Very busy city.
very, very busy city. It's actually
Yeah.
the capital city of Spain, and it's called Madrid.
And my favorite team, Real Madrid.
Unfortunately, he never got a chance to see the stadium. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, this guy wanted to go to a tour that took a couple hours, and I couldn't go to see the stadium of the.
Ronaldo.
Well, Ronaldo is not there anymore. Ronaldo was a good player that played in Real Madrid, but the Royal Whites, as we say it, are they go way back. Very most successful team in history of Spain, in history of Champions League. They are well known as being one of the best, if not the best, club in football.
So how was it like being in that city? What did you feel? Did you feel those soccer vibes or what?
I did not.
Wait, what?
I did not, dude. Like in Canada, when you
Yeah.
go around and talk to people, there's a lot of like talk about hockey, right? Or when it comes to basketball time, you see it so much. Over there, we didn't. Did we? I mean, I didn't see a single soccer field. Like, how do you produce so many good players? Like, Spain has a good national team, but I don't see any soccer fields. You didn't, did you?
No, we didn't even see kids playing like soccer.
But
in the
then again,
park.
we were in tourist areas. So.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but even I think actually we were in the downtown core, right?
yeah, it's like, you don't see downtown Toronto, you don't see soccer fields. But anyways, I didn't see it. But I did see the signs of, some Real Madrid, teams. And the stadium wasn't that close to us to be able to see it. It would have been nice to go and see the stadium. But I think that one of the reasons why I was okay with not going, I was like, you know what? I probably feel better if I come to the stadium and watch a game. So if we had gone to Spain at a time where there was no Christmas break, I probably would have gone to a game.
Yeah.
Whether it was Real Madrid or any other team, it's really nice to see European football.
Yeah, and I would have joined because I've never seen a soccer game or an entire soccer game in my life. So it's like, wow.
I mean, if you have seen an entire cricket game,
no way.
the
I don't attempt that.
soccer game's not that long. Doesn't take a lifetime.
Exactly. So in Madrid, we didn't stay in a hostel. We actually stayed in an Airbnb.
It was really nice.
I really liked that Airbnb. It was nice.
Yeah, so I guess in Europe they're very hospitable with their Airbnb, so they renovate it and they give you a nice, and I mean it wasn't cheap, so it was more expensive than a hostel. But I think we needed it because we were so involved with other people in the past, like I would say the week, right? Because we were like about 3.5 days in Barcelona, 3 days in Valencia, that I think we needed just some time to like relax.
Yeah.
Not that we were tired of people, but you just kind of like absorb. Like there's a lot of things we did in these cities, like I'll just absorb it. And there's delicious chocolates in that Airbnb, and they kept refilling it, and then we kept eating it.
Chocolates, eggs.
Yeah, we had good breakfast.
Yeah, they were
Big breakfast.
tea.
Like we would have a 4-egg omelet. Seriously, like it's like a full breakfast.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I would, because we wouldn't necessarily eat 3 meals per day. We would eat a big breakfast, have snacks in between, and have dinner.
Yeah.
Because there's just we want to spend more time exploring, right?
Exactly. And it was nice. The Airbnb was it had other couples as well coming in and out.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to have. There was one guy he worked at Lamborghini, and he was from Italy.
Ooh.
And we're
Yeah,
engineers, so we really vibed with him, and it was so cool to hear from him and his experiences working at Lamborghini and straight from Italy. So I was like, wow, cool.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him too much because I may have had a lot more questions.
Yeah, this guy would have nerded. He loves cars, right? So
yeah.
Let's talk about the park. I love the park. It's a massive park. It's such a big park, actually.
What was it called?
I'm not sure what the park's called. Alright, guys, so the park's called Parque de Retiro, and
Well, it's probably pronounced a bit differently, but the Spanish people were just like, just Google what?
Retiro.
Retiro.
Yeah. Beautiful park. I loved it. Actually, this park is so big and has such a rich history that they're actually discovering ruins from the Roman times even up till now. Right? So that's how many cool things are in this
That's
park.
a different park.
Okay, maybe a different park, but okay.
It's Parque El Retiro, not El Petiro. It's a really nice park. There's a lot of people walking around. It's got nice like places to sit. You know, in a busy city like that, to have like a park, it's like having like Central Park. Like it's really, it's beautiful. It was nice, and we saw a lot of people. There was a nice little lake, kind of a nice mixture. But just walking around the park was also nice. Like nice buildings. There was like a Parliament building.
Very well maintained. Very well maintained.
Yeah. Because I think you know, Madrid is a capital city, and a lot of people come. If you're going to Madrid, you should go there.
Definitely.
Parque del El Retiro.
You got it.
Yeah.
And they had this nice kind of like a glass building there, which had some significant flags and whatnot. I didn't really know what was going on there. Different art displays, but I really loved it. I really liked that area. So if you're in that park, go to that glass greenhouse.
Like the center of the park.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be like a tourist attraction.
I guess we'll go through one of the tours that we took. So this tour took place in a plaza. It's called Plaza de Mer. All right.
Oh.
And such a remarkable history of that area. And I guess we'll start off with what Plaza de Mer actually is. All right.
Yeah.
Now, the Plaza de Mer is an area where the kings used to live, the king and the queen. Okay. And the plaza has been built over time in different regions. And one design flaw that they have in the plaza is that they created the plaza in Austrian style design, where the top of the roofs are like this for snow to slide off. Fortunately, in
There's
Madrid,
snow.
not as much snow.
Once a year, maybe?
And it gets really, really, really hot there.
Yep.
Okay. It's even hotter within the plaza during summer. So interestingly, what they used to do in the plaza is they used to have tons of sand. Okay. And within the sand, they used to have bullfights in the plaza. All right. So if you can imagine, that's quite a sight. And then you would have people in the plaza, you know, there'll be pictures.
Yeah.
All watching those bullfights going on. Okay. Then later on, during the Spanish Inquisition, they used to execute people in that plaza. You know, Muslims and Jews used to be executed within that plaza, and a lot of blood, a lot of horror.
Yeah, just Google Spanish Inquisition, just to get an idea. Not to depress you, but more like if you do go to Madrid, Google Spanish Inquisition, and you go and you stay in that the plaza, and people are just selling like small items and, you know, souvenirs and stuff, but you're like, damn, this place was like a horror scene, right?
And now it's a shopping spree.
Yeah, shopping spree is a lot of like nice places to buy food around it. What was it? It's a lot of calamaris.
Calamari,
Yeah, fried calamaris. I mean, there was a huge lineup, and we were like, oh, there's a huge lineup. So we're North American. Everywhere there's a lot of people. We just like to follow them, right?
Yeah, this line was insane.
Huge. And then we go in and we buy this calamari. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's just fried calamari. It was alright.
It was like a sandwich. It's like a sandwich.
It was a sandwich
with
with no sauce, with no veggies. It was just calamari and bread.
Very dry.
Yeah.
Very no flavor.
And then we went and ate kebabs after that.
Yeah, from like a Turkish restaurant.
And we finished everything. And then for some reason we're not fat, but that's a different discussion.
Yeah, that's another topic. But yeah, the tour guide was really nice. His name was Javon, and was he from Canada or the States?
States.
I think he was from Colorado in the States.
Yeah.
And he had a very, very rich knowledge of Spain's history. And
He did.
And some of the cool areas that he brought us to the last minaret in Spain, which was converted into a bell tower. And I'll include the picture as well.
Yeah.
And he also brought us to this garden. It's called the Garden of Three Faiths. Okay, and that was like my highlight of that entire Madrid. This garden has the church in the background, It also has a Jewish star, which is a fountain,
Yep.
symbolic for the Jewish community there. And also it has a wall that was discovered, a kind of a fortress wall that the Moors or the Muslims developed during sieges. And what's interesting about this wall is that it's made out of flint.
What is flint? I forgot.
So it's what sparks.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's made out of flint. So if you throw something at it, it's gonna spark back, and it actually scares people away from attacking it.
That I forgot. I remember being above that wall, and it was so thick, and they said this is the last remaining of it. And there's a palace or church or something.
So
on the other side.
yeah, check that park out. It's called the Park of the Three Faiths, and beautiful, stunning. But it's only open during certain times of the year, so you gotta be able to check out.
When we went early in the morning.
Yeah.
To check it out.
New Year's, right? Before New Year's. We checked it out before New Year's. I think it might be New Year's Day, in the morning.
Wow, we did. That's how we spent our New Year's Day. Yeah, but it was fun. It was good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then they have some other traditions there where they eat a certain amount of grapes, and then they, wish for good luck.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that, but
apparently there was like so that grape thing. There's a huge lineup for it, and we were not about that life.
it was sponsored by different companies, and yeah.
They would give you grapes and you would eat. It's like if you live in Toronto, it's like going to by City Hall, that Toronto sign, and then just there's music and all that stuff, and people just clammed.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that. There's a huge lineup, and I mean we didn't
Get a chance to check it out, but
we were too tired to be honest.
we were exhausted.
Exhausted. We just had to go in and take a nap for 8 hours.
And then, so one hostel that we actually checked out. So we checked out a very high-end hostel. So we were basically staying in like budget hostels, and this time we actually managed to get a tour of a very luxurious hostel.
So
Tell me about
fancy.
that.
They had separate, so like most places, they have the kitchen and the common room in the same place. This one had a complete separate. They had billiards, they had foosball, I think.
They had a bar there.
And they had a nice like place you could buy food, and they had like nice elevators. I mean, the elevator in the one in Barcelona was kind of like a cage you would pull yourself. But the interior design was intense.
Yeah.
And hostels don't usually offer towel service unless you pay for it, but I guess towel service was included in your stay. And they take care of your luggage. It's like very fancy.
What I was fascinated by was just looking up and just seeing the walls painted with like these angels coming down.
Yeah, they really made. It's like when you go to France in one of those big museums, they had the same thing.
Mm-hmm. So pretty impressive.
It was. Would have been nice to stay there, but it was expensive.
Yeah, not on a limited budget. But next we actually got a tour of the world's oldest restaurant, and this restaurant, it's called Restaurante Botín, right? One of the world's oldest restaurants, very expensive. Actually, the reservation list is years on end long, right? So it's years on years on years.
So if I book it now, I probably get there in 10 years?
Maybe like a year or two.
A year or two. Yeah.
So the restaurant Botín, our tour guide Jovan, the Botín restaurant, it was pouring rain one day, and the Botín restaurant actually gave Jovan one of their umbrellas, branded Botín.
Oh wow!
And he's kept it to this day. So he kind of told us with pride, like, hey, listen, like I have one of their umbrellas.
It's very. I mean, I would be proud if that type of restaurant gives me something to be safe and I don't have to return it.
So check it out.
I think our stay in Madrid was short.
Yeah.
We had 2.5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it kind of made sense because people do go there to party and we don't necessarily party.
Yeah.
So we party by talking about books. So.
Let's talk about this hotel. Hotel de Rio Plaza España is this hotel which has a really interesting history where it was shut down, open, shut down, and then just shut down for decades on end. And there was a petition that was started to start up the
What
rest.
did they use it originally for?
I'm not sure what it was originally used for, but it has a killer view.
So it's like the highest building in the area. It's like going to same tower, but this one is obviously a lot shorter. But it's the tallest building, and it's got like this glass walk where you just walk and just like seeing tower and you see below what's happening. But it gives you a nice view of Madrid, and then the other side gives you a nice view of this park where they find ruins of what is it from the Romans time that they were there. It's crazy. It's a huge park, so they're still discovering new items from history from there. I mean, you can see the entire park, and if you want, you can explore the park for days.
Yeah,
It's huge on the other side of the city.
massive. And I just love the view of all those red rooftops.
Yeah,
of
and is
Madrid.
it? I wonder why there's red rooftops. I should have asked. Like, is it
The history behind it, right?
Yeah, there must be something. I'm sure there's they do it because to reflect light or absorb heat or give away heat or something.
Yeah, or maybe it just looks nice.
It just looks nice. They just did it and they kind of kept the culture.
So yeah, they have a bar up there, and pretty pricey, but hey, it's nice. Let's check out.
Did we eat? We had something there, no?
I think we might have just had coffee or something.
Yeah, we did. It was very small.
But that was I guess our trip to Madrid. We stayed maybe 1 or 2 days, and it was phenomenal. I think it was nice. Wouldn't go back there, but
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel. It was nice. I didn't feel like I'll have to come back here like we did feel in Valencia.
yeah, even Barcelona. I like Barcelona over Madrid, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I
Barcelona
don't know
was-
if you feel the same for the teams, but
Oh, the teams. I mean, obviously. I mean, I'm not gonna like the city because I like the team. But,
it's not correlated, huh?
Well, not for me. I guess some people would disagree with that. I mean,
So I guess let's go on to our next city,
where did we go?
Cordoba.